enjoying the chill sounds of the White Spring Mall because I'm here to get some circuitry. You can see here it's even the first item on the list. Now I came here because I always go to the same places, so I figured I would mix it up. This is a good place to come if you're on a private server. Now if you're on a public server, I don't know. But there's phones here, so there's like a telephone there. Should be some telephones elsewhere, let's see. Yep, there's two right here. 1, 2. There's 2 phones here, so that's 5 pieces of circuitry. Then if you go down this way, behind some of the desks, there'll also be telephones. So you can just sort of scour around and figure out which ones have telephones. I forget which ones. It's not random, I just don't remember which ones have phones. There's like 3 of them, maybe, that have phones. They're like the customer support people, maybe. Oh, there's one. There's a phone right there. I think there's 2 phones here, maybe. Are there 2 phones? Ah, there's one on the floor, because I was here earlier and I knocked it off. Yep, there's one right there. Anyway, so there's phones. Go ahead and crunch these so we can get the achieve for the day. Then I'm going to go back to my camp. Actually, I'm going to go to my alt's camp and go find her shelter and go in there. That'll complete the shelter requirement. I need to finish all these up a couple minutes before 1 p.m. because that's when I'm going to swap over to a public server and just attend a mutated event. Fortunately, today's is you don't have to do anything other than show up. It's basically just a participation trophy, which I love. All right, so we're going to go into her shelter. I already did a couple things on her, but then I was starting to run out of time, so I figured I would just pop over on him real quick and do his stuff. So this is her shelter. See, there she is. She's a helpful teammate because she gives me buffs and things. Okay, I'm going to go outside and create a couple chems. Now, when you do this, it's more efficient if you use the perk called Pharmacy. You don't have to. But if you do, you're going to create 2 things with 1 crafting effort, guaranteed. How is she playing an instrument? How is she up there? Weird. So I'm going to be on my crafting build, which puts this card in. You get double the quantity when you craft chems. So note at the chem bench, if I look at any chem item, that includes drugs and healing. Right? Just drugs and healing, nothing else. Not mutation serums, but you can see the X2 at the end, multiplied by 2. So you can make any of these, or you can make any of these. So I'm just going to make 2 glowing blood packs because I have the materials. So there we go. 2 out of 2. Kill lost and kill floaters. I do have some favorite spots to kill floaters. One of my favorite spots is over here at the big mall. But you can also you can find floaters usually wherever you can find super mutants. So there's like at like the West Tech Research Center location here, you can teleport there, and if you sort of turn to your left as you teleport there, there's some floaters by a water tower. If you go here to Huntersville, I think there's a chance of them being there. If you go to Solomon's Pond, there's definitely some floaters. Again, public server, maybe, maybe not. Depends on if people have been there within the last 10 minutes. They might not spawn if they're there, and if they've just killed them. But if there's no one there and it's been at least 10 minutes, then you arriving should force them to respawn on a public server. Or if you're on your own public server, or if you're on your private server, you should never have any problem with it. Okay, so I need to build floor decorations. My favorite floor decoration to create is one that only costs 1 steel, which comes from the Mothman event. I can build, I think, 2 of them before I run out of space, so I'm going to hit R and hit space to scrap it. R and space. And I'm going to build 2 more. Scrap those. Doesn't count if you don't scrap them. If you just keep placing the same one over and over, because they're already created and just in storage, then it doesn't count. Okay, so now I'm going to kill 3 floaters, so I'm just going to go here. I was just here on my alt, and she killed the ones that are above, but maybe I can get them to respawn. There's also 3 down below that I can kill. Oh, they respawned. There you go. So there's 3 up here that I can kill. I'm not really built for killing, but it's fine. Whoops. Did I just crash? Yeah, I just crashed. Interesting. Well, that's a bummer. Let me pull up my, instances again. I'm going to have to, how do I do that when they're not visible? It's really tricky because, maybe I can go to Task Manager and say, make it visible. View by name and go to Steam. 32-bit. Go to details. No. See, the problem now is I close the client, or I close the window for the client. So what I can do is I can just go like this. I'll just bring an empty browser window over, and that way I can go right over here and say Fallout 76. Or I'll just go library. It's running. This is my main account, so I'll say stop. Yes. And then I can relaunch it. It's really weird. Of course, now it sees this game running. So this one's running, so I have to stop it as well. You can see the process that I used to launch 2 copies of Steam for Fallout 76. All right, so there's this one. Then there's, come on, behave, behave. There we go. Yeah, it gets confused if there's more than one copy and you try to close one of them or to try to relaunch. Wait a moment, and should be good to go now. All right, now I'm going to launch this one. It's a good thing that I started a couple minutes early. Let's go back to my server. On there. Start. Signing in. I have a few minutes. I can finish this. Welcome to software, where it's buggy as hell, almost always. All right, so since I said start with team, now if I hadn't closed these, then I could have just gotten to them here, but I usually close them because I usually don't need them. But apparently today I do. I have 8 minutes until the public event. Again, you don't have to do anything. You just have to show up. So really, if you show up at 1:05, you're probably still just fine because it's going to take a while for the event to begin. Okay, so now I only have mutated event and kill lost. All right, excellent. So let's go kill some lost. I'm going to do that by going down to the bottom of the map to the trading post, which is a free travel spot. Now on her, I'm going to go over here and hide the world so that my CPU isn't trying to generate 2 copies of the 3D world, which is taxing. I'm going to go to my DPS build, go to a weapon, it's DPS weapon. I'm going to grab, let's see, energy weapons, yes, thank you. I'm going to grab leader bauble. It's always in there if you haven't been there for a while. And if no one else on the server has looted it. Now I'm going to go north. I'm actually going to go to a public build, which has Born Survivor on there. In case I get zapped by lightning, it should, and it takes me below 20% health. It should take a stim pack. Whoops. Okay. I should be in stealth for this. This is a stealth build. Well, actually, this is a stealth build. This is a public build. But, there we go. So there's 2. Now, I am using an ESP mod. If you look in the description for this video, even now, there should be a link to everything I'm using as far as mods go. All the mods I'm using are right there. All right. So there we go. Now, his are complete except for mutated event. You jerk. I heard something run up to me and it gave me the heebie-jeebies. All right. I'll go back to his camp. Hopefully I don't get zapped by electricity before I leave. Okay, now she can do a couple things that she wasn't able to do. Like get circuitry. I was like struggling to get circuitry. Hot plates are good. Kitchens are good. So let's go to a kitchen. Let's go to, let me stealth down, go to a DPS build. I'm looking at the clock, just another minute to go. I'm going to go to the White Spring Golf Club. Yes, it's a expense to go there. I just did that for speed. I didn't want to go to somewhere else first. Okay, so he's here. He's safe. He's protected by his turrets and his camp ally. So we're going to go in here. There's a kitchen here, and there's usually hot plates. So we're going to try that aspect. So disable the trap and get some lead in the process. Used to come here a lot to farm. Don't come here much anymore. But I will come here for the hot plates. And or the hot plate. I see one right there, because I have the SP mod that's listed in the description. See, it's aluminum, spices, salt, aluminum. All right. Remember, you can get a lot of things from killing enemies too. So it's not just it's not just getting items from looting things out in the open. You can actually, like, some of these guys might even, carry a hot plate or something. It's kind of weird. So here's another kitchen. And there's a phone, so that's nice. And it's very shaky. It's stuttery. I don't know why. Sometimes the game loads weird because it is Bethesda. So there's some hot plates at that kitchen. And you'll find hot plates in kitchens. You'll find telephones at offices. And let's just hide here. Is there a telephone here at this desk? No, okay. I'll grab that salt. Got 4 minutes. Let's find another kitchen. There's kitchens in Wayward, actually. Let's go to Wayward. Yes, I'm going to pay to go there. That has some hot plates because it's a kitchen. Or it's a bar. I guess bars count too. Bars and kitchens, where they serve, wherever their food is prepared and or served, you're going to find hot plates. I'll qualify it that way. I believe there's at least 2 hot plates in here, maybe even 3. What's nice about this place is it's one of the first places you go to when you leave the shelter, when you leave Vault 76. I have 3 minutes to go. So I see one right away because I have the ESP mod. Okay, so there's a hot plate right there. There's salt. There's pepper. Yep, kitchens are great for this because the new fishing thing requires lots of salt and pepper. Okay, so there's a hot plate. There's a third hot plate. Springs. I don't need springs at the moment. I think that's it. I don't think they have like a phone that would require an office, but there might be a telephone or 2 or even a hot plate or 2 up in the storage area. You do have to do a quest first before that opens up, but you might be able to get that. Circuit in the phone, right? Nope. Or not the phone, it's a clock radio. Here we go. 1 and 2. So that's 5 total. 5 total hot plates. Just in one place, so that's a good place to come. The Wayward. Again, if you are on a public server, odds are that you're going to have competition and that someone might have just been here, and you're not going to be able to do anything there. So let me go down here to the trading post and see if I can knock out a couple enemies. In the meantime, I'm going to take him and put him on a public server so he can at least get a jump on the whole mutated event process, which starts in less than a minute. Okay, so she's over here. Looks like there's a hot plate too as well. So let's go to public events and create a public group so she has some buffs. I'll do endurance. That way she has a little bit more durability. And of course, I'm on the same server, so I see the things that he just killed, but she got to respawn him because she arrived, and it respawns things because he's gone. They're tough. You guys gonna respawn too? You gonna make me work for it? Yeah, there you go. Nice. I'm out of AP. But I can just hip fire and kill him. Alright, so I'm gonna leave this because I already have the things I need for circuitry. Let's see what popped here. Free range. No one likes that. Let's see what she gets on a public server. No one likes free range. Sorry, Blizz, or sorry, not Blizz. Sorry, Bethesda, but no one likes the free range event. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's tedious, right? You have to, like, babysit these stupid Brahmin that always run off on their own. It's just tedious. I mean, it's enough to have to do it at the caravan, but to have to also do it here for a mutated event is just... bleh. Again, I'm in no hurry because all I have to do is show up. I don't have to worry about doing well or even participating. All right, Campfire Tales. There we go. That's good. There's already 8 people there. So I'm going to join her. It's nice when an event takes place in one spot. That way you can just stay there. You don't have to move all over the place. And this one takes a certain amount of time because there's a script that it follows, like a dialogue script with Penny. And she says, do this, now do this, now do this. And then, you know, once you actually begin it, there's a certain minimum amount of time that it takes for it to finish. So you don't have to hurry to get there if all you're wanting is a participation trophy, which is all I care about. These are doing explosive damage, so I want to get up off the ground so I don't get explosive damage. So I'm up here. Good, good, good. Now I'm only interested in XP for completing the event. So I'll just do this. Then he will be joining in a moment. So he's in, and he's going. They haven't even begun the event yet, which is nice. I don't even hear her dialogue yet. Of course, that might be because have I reduced voices down? I don't think so. So you can see 1, 2, 1, 2, and then OBS. Keep gathering twigs and don't let the campfire burn out. I guess we're waiting for more people to show up at this point. Man, it takes a while to load. Ooh, nice. Someone just did a couple thingies. Nice. You're my favorite. You're my hero. Okay, someone started it. She's also going to say thank you very much. I love you. I love you long time. Me love you a long time. The Office. Let's see. Let's go to my Furious weapon, maybe? No. Let's go to my public events weapons, which are explosive and are not designed for AP usage. Yep, I did remove the voice because I was getting annoyed with followers and with my camp mates, camp dudes. Again, if you don't know what to do at one of these events, just go to some of them and watch what other people do. You'll pick it up pretty quickly. I'm just gonna just do some explosive damage in the area. Whoops, wrong build. There we go. Now my explosions are bigger.
Face my fears and burst out from under the covers, not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire. My fellow scouts are talking by the fire. I go to them, and
Poison damage, right?
I try to warn them. It's not safe to be
Poison
out
hazard, yeah.
There's something else.
You can be somewhat immune to that if you build right. You can be completely immune to it if you build right. But this card right here is very good to have. Also, poison resist on your gear is nice to have. Right now, my I have 42 poison resist, so the oh, that's neat. The way he's built. Oh, he's a ghoul. That's right. So here I'm just tagging. I'm not trying to kill. I'm just trying to tag, so I can see how much poison damage I get from this. Not too much. Not too bad. So 42 is enough to be almost immune. That's because I have that card, right? I have natural resistance, but also because I have really good endurance. Because I have a lot of points in endurance, so like if you look at my... and you can boost that even more with like consumables and chems, if you need to. Like if I look at my specials, I have... I have 20 endurance, which is pretty good, right? And that's not from my unyielding armor, because my unyielding armor, even though it does boost stats, it doesn't boost endurance at all.
There's no light to guide my way back to camp. I don't know if I wandered too far, or if the campfire has gone out, drenching all the scouts in darkness.
I'm so sorry to interrupt the tale, but we have an emergency. Or at least my scout leader emergency protocol says we do. My protocol is pulling up a missing camper flag. Now, I'm almost certain I counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in case. If we can't find our shadow camper, let's look for traces they may have left behind. And remember the buddy system.
I have to wait for the little thingy to appear. Right? Is it, oh. People found it very quickly.
Thanks for your efforts, everyone. Now, I found a holotape in this misplaced bag.
Now, just FYI, you're not going to get much XP at these events. At least not this one. Just bear anything, which is why I'm already on an events team rather than an int team, because the big burst of XP at the end is going to be more than I could ever get by just tagging everything. I think, at least for this event. Maybe for a place like Eviction Notice or for Moonshine Jamboree, you could maybe go with a casual build until the very end and maybe in the last 30 seconds swap to an events team for the event, a big burst of event XP. But for me, this is just easier just to keep it the same. Because if I really was farming for XP, I would just go do West Tech or the Raid. You don't really get good XP from this stuff. I'm just randomly shooting just to shoot. Maybe I hit something, maybe I don't. I just want to make it look like I'm doing something, so people are like, oh, good, he's contributing. Now we're going to have a big guy come out. Where is he? There should be an elite that comes out. Toxic tick. Yeah. I have enough for resistance now that I don't have to worry about the poison damage, which is kind of cool. Really, all it takes is that one card and just even a moderate amount of endurance to sort of buff it up. Because the amount of resistance it gives you is based on your endurance. I don't need most of these things. There we go. Now I'm going to just swap over to her. And I'm going to run around and loot things on her. But we'll look in a moment and we'll see that they both have... only one thing to... Well, he doesn't have anything, but now she only has to go scrap junk. And since I... Oh, I don't want to manage it. Travel to it. Oh, that's him. Okay, so he's going to go to... Wait, no? Wait a minute. I'm on her. Why can't she travel? Was she not able to put her camp down? Yeah, it's blocked, so okay. So I'm going to have to go back to a public server or a private server to get to it. But what I'll do is I'll just go to his camp and then I'll just crunch stuff there. And that'll be sufficient because his camp is almost always available. But yeah, if you put your camp right next to a train station or some other very popular location where vendors are or where quest hubs are, you're going to have a competition for locations. But if you put your camp way out in BFE, basically, then it's going to be fine. And there we go. All done for the day. Let's see, what did she get in her goodie bag? Under the aid column, she has 10 of them. 1, 2, whoops. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's so annoying how it jumps around. 3, 2, 1, 0. See how it jumped and consumed something else? Very annoying. Ooh, she can learn steadfast. Nice. There's literally nothing here she needs. But he needs to hide his UI, or hide his world, because it's killing her system. That's fine. I crunched a hunters, don't really need a hunters. See how many he's saved up. I usually am pretty good about opening these. Okay, yeah, I have been opening them on him. Zealots, no thanks. Oh, it's really laggy. It's taking a while to open. Okay, so that's good. Now he's back in his camp build. I had some stuff with
some fresh cranberries. I really want to try out this
with spicy spices in it, and I accidentally touched my face near my eye, and now it's like I need to sort of rinse my face a bit because it's hot. It's spicy. Okay, so she is done for the day. What else is in here? Oh yeah, this. Carry away booster. Junk. Mostly junk. Almost never use it. Almost never. But I guess if you're starting out and you're struggling with weight, carry weight, then it's good to have, you know, some of those. But they do weigh a lot, which is annoying. You think, you know, all right, here, take this. It only weighs, you know, you could carry 1,000 of them, you know, and they're only 10 pounds or something. But if you actually look at their weight under the consumable column, which is over here, which is really weird. To me, it should be in the weight or in the whatever column. It's 0.01, but you end up carrying like 50 of them or 60 of them after a while. I guess 0.01 is not too bad. For some reason, my brain was thinking they weighed more. But maybe they fixed it? I don't know. Anyway, that's it for now. Back to D3 in a bit. Bye!